Oh, we're back. Okay. And why does it keep changing the damn title? What the hell is going on? There we go. It's like, I don't know what happened since I disabled Mob Crush, but it's been like making Twitch act weird. So, god damn it. I don't know if it'll play that cutscene again. You think that's the greatest movie of all time? You are entitled to your opinion. Okay, good.
The truth is,
Going to the main menu did let this cutscene play
I
again.
wanted to be protected and loved, but I was alone. My only choice was to survive.
V, you gotta rest.
Miro, I will tell you everything. There is no demon named Urizen. Only a man who threw away his humanity in an endless pursuit of power. He is Dante's older brother.
Yeah, but best movie ever is subjective still.
Yes. And his real name is
A lot of movies have won a lot of awards.
Virgil.
Lord of the Rings is a good franchise for sure. I don't think their movies are best movies ever type of tier, though. At least that, to me, that's how it feels. I don't really find them as entertaining as some people make them out to be. But that's just me personally. I don't know how many more times I'm going to end up repeating that exact end of the sentence. That's just my opinion. Hi, Urizen. Oh, wait, you're not Urizen. You're Virgil. That's right. You're Dante's brother.
Virgil.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Hey, is that the damn fruit you've been jabbering about? Doesn't look so special to me. Yep. This is where it all started. That day Mother saved me and left you behind. The thing you don't know is, she tried to save you too. She kept searching and searching. Until I killed her.
I have no recollection of this tale, or this place. It's all an illusion, created by this extraordinary fruit. Its power, you see, is all I ever wanted. And with this, I will have everything!
Alright, take care, Dylan. Hank? I
No,
don't know what you're
brother.
talking about. Hi, Owen.
You don't have everything. That last shred of humanity that you still had, you just lost it.
That is nothing but the pitiful cries of those without strength. Come to me, brother. I shall enlighten you, Dante!
You ready to do this, Virgil? All that's here.
Oh god, no! Well, that's interesting. I never noticed that everywhere he steps, it turns all bloody. God, I can't imagine trying to fight this guy on higher difficulties. So he can deal more damage and everything. Alright, Sin Devil Trigger it is.
What's wrong, Virgil? No time. Back.
It would seem so.
Oh, you teleporting little coward.
How are you so powerful? You never lost anything.
Not about loss. Strength is a tool.
Oh, from Detroit Become Human? Oh, okay. I still haven't played that game. I want to, though. I think it'd be a fun stream. I think it'd be a fun game for streaming.
They're brothers? Why are they fighting each other? To see one's justice through, a man must fight for it, even if the one who stands before him is his kin.
That's ridiculous.
The brothers of blood disagree on the very reason of their existence. They must fight.
Dante!
You're late. Just finishing up.
Is that really your brother?
I'm afraid so.
So he was behind all this. Your own flesh and blood.
Right again.
In the last throes of defeat, I see.
V, get back. Things are about to get really messy.
No. Please. Let me. I want to end this battle with my own hands. struggle. For if you can't even defeat me, then you've already lost.
I will not lose. Not to Dante. I need power. More power.
I know. We are one and the same, you and I. But you've lost me, and I've lost you. Yet we are connected by that one feeling. While thy branches mix with mine, and our roots together join.
Uh-oh. The man is back.
What is this? Virgil.
The Alpha and the Omega, Virgil. Dante's twin brother. I had a lady get a picture of that. Not lady, Nico. Something is really weird about my stream. For anyone watching, does it still say Monster Prom with friends? Because it's not supposed to, and it should also be showing Devil May Cry 5 being the game played.
Get out of my way, Nero!
Defeating you like this has no meaning.
Come on, Virgil. Let's do this.
Heal your wounds, Dante. Get strong. After that, we'll settle the matter. Thank you, Nero.
Damn it. If that's your brother, what happened to V? He returned to himself. Go home, Nero. This doesn't concern you.
Y'all ready for a bombshell to be dropped on Nero?
I lost my right arm because of him! This is not your fight. I need to stop him, and that's all that matters. I'm not gonna let you have all the fun, Dante! You don't get it. Let me guess. I'm dead weight? Well, you can show not it, Nero. What is it then? He's your father!
What?
I had had the feeling the first time I saw you, but I just wasn't sure. And then I saw how the Yamato reacted. And I was certain. He's your father. Now he needs an ass kicking. But I can't have you go kill your old man. My father.
The title just changed to Race to Stop Urizen. Okay, and does it show Devil May Cry 5 as the game being played? Because on my end, it doesn't. Like, I don't know what happened. I think I need to figure out a way to, like, completely erase Mob Crush from Streamlabs. Because something about disabling it is screwing with Streamlabs. Hard.
That day, if our positions were switched, would our fates be different? Would I have your life and you mine? Let's settle this. Dante.
Yes, it says DMC5. Okay, good. I'm not going to mess with the settings any further then. We're going to leave it at that.
What's happening now? Oh god, I thought it was over.
If only Mob Crush had decided to...
We're gonna get dragged into this.
If only YouTube hadn't dicked me over when it came to having the right to streaming, I could have just kept doing Mob Crush, but nope.
I'm gonna rip him a new one.
Virgil's... How? Dante! Made it for Lady and she paid for it, so consider it a rental. Hey, you can't just...
Okay, we'll take care of that later. Right now, you three get the hell out of here. I'm gonna go take care of old douchebag. Got a feeling this one's gonna be a doozy.
Alright. We're basically at the end game now. Virgil has truly returned, and Dante's heading off to face him. The question is, though, that now that V is gone, what happened to his familiars? Did they disappear with him? Or what? Guess we'll find out.
Never would have guessed you'd come back. Damn it, V. Was this your plan all along?
Oh, hey, there they are.
Hey guys, where you been? I thought you went back into Virgil. You're gonna wish you did.
Oh, the wise guy Dante. We were spawned from Virgil's abominable thoughts. But you knew that already.
Come to think of it, I did know something was off. Just like with my old brother.
Well, we're merely the discarded thoughts from when he was Michelangelo. No longer bound in his consciousness. We're here now to kill you of our own free will. Liberating! And kill you we shall, Dante. Us, not Virgil.
Yes, I remember when I played Undertale.
Alright, let's get come here and face me like a man, boy.
Why the rush? I'm enjoying this.
And one day I may go back and do a genocide run. It'll take forever, but I don't mind doing it.
wait for the rematch.
What's up here? Did you try genocide? Good luck. Thank you. I'm well aware of what's waiting for me at the end when I do a genocide run. Just like with my experiences with the True Pacifist run, I was pretty much aware of all the events. I was mainly just playing the game so I could say for the sake, so I could say that I have played it.
Whoops. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Okay. And I probably will also play Deltarune, but I'm gonna wait until it's fully out. I've always been the type of person who's not a huge fan of episodic games.
Running away? Nah.
Yeah, it's sorry. I was focusing on the fight, so I kind of lost my train of thought. It's I don't know. When I see a video game, unless there's like DLC or something, I expect the game to be a full package from the get-go. Now, there are some minor exceptions, mainly because of the fact that if there are games that are going to expand upon the story, but they weren't in development until after the game had been finished, then that's fine. It's just when you go to tell a story and you're only going to release it in episodic form, it makes me not want to play it because I want to play it all in one go. So, that's mainly why I've been refraining from playing episode 1 of Deltarune. I know it's free, but I kind of want to play one cohesive story. It's, you know, it's like waiting for TV episodes is one thing. When it's a video game, I expect that I shouldn't have to wait for the next episode. That's just how I've looked at things. People can agree with me or disagree with me. Ultimately, that's just what I think. It's just my own personal preference. That's why I'm not 100% on board with Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think the game is going to be great. I'm worried, but I don't like the idea that they're separating the game into multiple parts. And I get it, expanding the world that you're going to be exploring and all that jazz, but I want to be able to explore the entire world in one go. Not spend 20 hours in Midgar when I already know what's going to happen. And for new players, you know, that's one thing. But for people who already know about the entire bombing run and the entire sequence of Midgar, I don't see how they can make the game be as satisfying as a full RPG on its own. I'm also worried about how much content they cover in each release. Release 1 is just Midgar. That's not that much of the total gameplay in the game. That's like a small percentage of Final Fantasy VII that they're making an entire 20-hour RPG out of. So yeah, I have my concerns. Nice hat, Shadow.
One more round. It's like I'm back on Malay Island.
It's like I'm back on Mallet Island. Except the only difference is that Mundus isn't waiting for you at the end of all this.
Stand a chance. Are they trying to atone for something?
You're still stuck on the Undyne fight? Oh, you're doing a genocide run as well? Alright, Nightmare, you and me. fastest way to take out the nightmare is to have it revive them, because it uses its own health to revive them. That's actually pretty neat. Ow! Nightmare. I've already gotten used to the controller, but it's basically impossible to use to fight Undyne, and I'm not used to the keyboard, and I'm mad and sad. Yeah, well, it's tough.
Should have known better. You got a good heart, but you're about as sharp as a marble.
Perhaps. But if you had even a little bit of trouble defeating us, imagine what Virgil can do to you. Go see for yourself. Us. This is our final fight. And the end of Virgil's nightmares. Godspeed, Dante. You'll need it.
Oh.
Rest in peace, little chicken. It's been a bash.
I'm sad. I'm always sad to see those three go. I mean, Nightmare and the Black Panther don't really add much, but I really did like the bird. He was cool peoples. Meanwhile,
Nero, jump in!
Where's Dante?
He's got this. We gotta go now.
So this guy Virgil. Know him?
Vaguely, yes.
Dante said that guy's my father. What the hell's going on, Trish?
His logic is sound. I had a hunch myself.
This doesn't make any sense.
I know you hate Virgil, but you can't kill your own father.
It's true. You'd never recover from that. You saved us. You should be proud. Now you can put all this behind you.
Nico, stop the car!
No chance! After all this, are you insane?
oh, poor lady.
Fine.
She
I'll go by
tried.
myself.
For those who don't understand the context for what Lady said there, basically in Devil May Cry 3, she thought that she basically was seeking revenge against her own father, and when she finally got it, it broke her tremendously. Gonna miss those critters. Yeah, me too. I believe it was because her father was in some level possessed into doing what he did, and it wasn't until he was basically about to die when he basically became Lady's father again, the man who loved her and her mother so much. And Lady still struggles with that to this day. So yeah, pretty much everybody in the Devil May Cry team has had it rough in some way, shape, or form.
Hey, Virgil. Your portal opening days are over. Give me the Amato.
If you want it, then you'll have to take it. But you already knew that.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
How many times have we fought?
Hard to say. It's the only memory I have of us since we were kids. Time to finish this, Virgil. Once and for all.
Alright, here we go. Dante versus Virgil.
Foolish.
Rushing in blind.
Man, I really do hope we do get DLC or a future Devil May Cry game where we get to play as Virgil again. Because the last time we got to play as him was in Devil May Cry 3, and it was awesome. His gameplay was so much fun. Because it was like, he was pretty much Dante, but he didn't have a wide variety of weapons, but he had all these unique skills you could take advantage of. I have a hat.
Just about time to settle.
That's right. Come on.
I too can access my Sin Devil Trigger. Hey Jay, how's it going? Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I beat him.
Nero, it's my son. Yeah.
You're sad and angry? I'm sorry.
You can't remember through that thick skull of yours?
Well, well. That was a long time ago.
I guess you were young once too. As much as I'd love to hear that story, I think it's about time we
Ended this.
Go. Oh man, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night came out and I want it so bad. I don't have the money right now. Too many games this summer. God damn. It's like every month has had a game that I want, or at least two. Okay, there we go. Dude, I have so many revive orbs. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I'm actually going to mute my mic for this part because it's actually a very powerful moment. At least to me, it felt that way.
Hello? Nero? Is that you, Nero? Did something happen?
Kyrie. When I was a kid, I was alone. You and Kratos were all I knew. And now all of a sudden I find out I have a family. What am I supposed to do with that?
You always know which path is right and which is wrong. There's no need to doubt yourself.
Thanks. I guess that's all I needed to hear. I have one last thing to take care of. And then I'm coming home. I couldn't protect Kratos. To this day, I hate myself for not having enough strength. But this time is different. I swear! I'm not letting you die!
This is curious.
Nero.
What form of power is this?
What the hell? This ends right here. Listen to me. I told you already. This is not your... You listen, deadweight. I won't let you kill each other. There are other ways of settling your differences. I'm putting a stop to this sibling rivalry.
You came all this way just for that.
Virgil. V. Whatever you call yourself. Dante's not gonna die here. And neither are you. Do you have a problem with that?
Not gonna die my ass. Oh, that bitch slap nearly killed me.
If I beat Nero, then by default, I beat you. Agreed, Dante?
Whatever. I don't really care. I'm just gonna sit this one out.
When this is over, I'll make you submit. Father.
This has nothing to do with you. Stand down.
Do with me? That's everything to do with me!
Try and keep up.
Oh, hell no! Here! That's what you're doing, sucking ya!
Of your existence or your strength.
Both, you fucking asshole! Fuck you! Take me seriously now? My numbers won't do you any good. Take your time! How's your skeleton?
Whoa, holy shit. I actually dealt a lot of damage there. I ended that fight a lot faster than when I first fought him, but I think that's because of the Devil Buster.
Oh, brother.
This is off topic, but I'm surprised that nobody tried to squeak the Project Scarlet will beat PC. Not that that's a bad thing. I have no idea what that is.
The underworld is taking over. We need to do
Unfortunately,
something before it's too late.
never heard of it.
He's right. We need to close that portal. Hey, you lost, so you better do what he says.
I can still fight. But if those roots continue to spread through town, it'll just interfere with our business.
Now, that's the smartest thing I've ever heard you say. Better hurry up. We still got a score to settle.
Evidently.
Wait! Where are you going?
We need to sever the Clifod roots from the underworld itself. Then we'll seal the portal with the Yamato.
Hang on. If you do that, you can't come back. Why do you think I'm going? Somebody's got to keep an eye on your old man. You can't just expect me to stay here while you both go. It's because you're here we can go. We're trusting you with things on this side. Capiche?
Make haste, Dante.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Wait!
Also, last call on the straw poll before we figure out what game's gonna be streamed next. And I just might stream it tonight too, depending on what it is. So please make sure you voted.
I won't lose next.
Microsoft is trying to make a new Xbox that can do
Hold on to
8K.
that.
Oh yes, no, I've heard that rumor. Meh, it's not gonna happen. People already have enough trouble telling the difference between 1080p and 4K as it is. The human eye can only notice so much detail. Honestly, when it comes to technology, it's going to get to a point where games are just going to be at a standstill in terms of technology advancement. Unless they somehow advance into, like, augmented reality and stuff like that. But, honestly, I don't see games getting further than the current generation that we have now, even on more powerful hardware.
Who the hell grows an arm back? It's just weird. It's like a lizard tail or something.
Look, I don't know, it just grew. I mean, are you kidding me? Lots of weird stuff happened. There were demons and scary plant roots and arms growing back. Lots of stuff.
Do you know how much love and care I put in that devil breaker?
Nope. This arm? It's nice.
So, how's it feel?
How's what feel?
Saving the man who killed your own father. Heard Dante killed Virgil once.
It doesn't matter. They're both gone now anyway.
It's okay to cry. If you want, Nero, over a loss.
Not cry.
It doesn't make you a crybaby. Does make you a little bitch, though.
There it is. You think I'm a demon?
I didn't cry when my asshole daddy died. But... yeah, I know. I wouldn't be here without him, that's a biological fact.
Right.
All I'm saying is, tough guy, it's okay to cry if you want.
I'm
Devils
not
cry.
crying.
Devils cry.
I'm not gonna
Kittens
cry.
cry.
Will you
Meow.
shut up? Will you
Puppies
stop
cry.
it? Look at you. You're
Why do you
nobody's
cry on my
crying, all
shoulder?
right? Stop
Come
saying
on, cry on
cry.
my shoulder. I know you wanna.
You say cry again. Devil may cry. Fuck.
You said it.
Hey, Kitty. Yeah, I'm coming home. Oh yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but I got a surprise for you.
Oh yeah, he's got a huge surprise.
You shut up! No, Kitty, not you. Nico, you know, and her big mouth. What the hell's your problem? Where'd you learn to drive? Hey, sorry, I gotta call you later. It's time to get back to work. Got an arm. I'm good.
It's a prototype, and this is the perfect place to test it out. Look, you're gonna use it, and it's
It's a work of art. Gotcha.
and it ain't complete without you.
Well, how sweet. Feels good.
You'll get fixed as soon as we get back.
So, devil's cry, huh? Let's hear what that sounds like!
Looks like Dante and Virgil succeeded in what they were doing on their end.
So all we gotta do is cut this thing down.
That's right. I'm more than capable of handling this on my own.
You're gonna need some help. And someone to keep an eye on you.
Useless pests. They must be ready for that.
Fine by me. Let's give them what they want.
Oh wow, we disposed of them quick.
Got more than you did. Ready to accept defeat, Virgil?
So both of those moments during the credits where Nico and Dante just spoke, if you don't kill enough demons within a certain amount of time while the credits are rolling, like if you don't kill them before the word stops showing up for the credits, Nico will make fun of you. Basically, Nico and Virgil will make fun of you for not being able to beat enough demons in time. So, I guess, now that we're at this point, I should give my final thoughts. This isn't a blind playthrough. I'm clearly playing through this game because I love it, and I still hold by that fact. Obviously, I played it on one of the easier difficulties, but that was mainly for the sake of moving on. But even on hard difficulties, this game is still a blast. The amount of combos you can do, the versatility of all three characters, while V is still limited in comparison to Dante and Nero, because he doesn't have a wide variety of weapons, he has to hang back while his familiars do the fighting. Still, the versatility all three of them have is insane. The music's fun, the graphics look great, I love the boss fights. It was just, overall, this game has been a great package, and I'm so glad Capcom made another Devil May Cry that fans would love. And, you know, Devil Trigger is like one of the most popular gaming songs ever since this game came out. People love it to death, and I love the other tracks too. It's good to see Virgil come back. Hopefully we'll get to play as him in the near future, whether he be a DLC character or if he'll be a playable character in the next Devil May Cry, who knows. At this point with Devil May Cry, it could go anywhere. Anywhere they want. I just hope they, keep the humor and keep the fun factor to it while still making it a decent challenge of a game. Obviously, the first two difficulties the game gives you, it was pretty easy. So maybe if they put it up to about, let's say, Devil May Cry 3 levels of challenge for their starting two difficulties, and then went up from there, that'd probably be a good balance. And now then, the moment we have all been waiting for. I shall put this up one last time, and if you have not voted by the end of the cutscenes, please do, because once the credits stop rolling and we've seen the end game cutscenes, we're gonna find out what comes next. I actually forget how long the credits are, but I'm sure it's not too long. Oh. There they are. Okay, so it's actually not too long at all. Let's see. Oh, here we are. I'll mute my mic for the rest of these scenes, though. Enjoy.
Wow, no sign of him. Nothing.
Yeah.
Then can I have this office? Because I've been thinking it's almost time for me to settle down somewhere.
No, I don't think so. I rather quite like it.
Oh, I hate to spoil your dreams, ladies, but that shit ain't gonna happen.
What do you mean, Morrison?
See, there's this deed to this place, and I have it.
Why do you?
Clever little devil came to see me right before his last job. Said something like, "My dearest friend, I know you'll keep this safe because them crazy bitches..." Did I say crazy bitches? I'm sorry, I meant ladies. Anyway, the rest of the story is not important. You get the gist.
I wonder if he even plans on coming back.
Got me.
What is important is I have a job for you two. Cause the rent ain't free.
Score for Dante. I'm up one.
When did you learn to count? We're even.
You know, I'm starting to think this is never gonna end.
Maybe. We got plenty of time.
Another deadbeat dad. Wow. Ooh, wow, that's a good shot of Nero on the top right. That was awesome. Kind of cool that I unlocked some achievements, too, while playing. I wasn't expecting that. Why do companies do exclusives when they have to pay Sony or Microsoft for their game to be on a console anyway? What? What are you talking about? You mean in terms of, like, exclusive DLC? Because if they pay to have the game on a particular console, that is calling it an exclusive because it's only on that console. All right. Now then, straw poll. Tell me, what am I doing next? Results say... Ooh. It's a tie between Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team and Blind Chrono Trigger. With Nier Automata and Star Wars The Force Unleashed tying for second place and Persona 3 FES in third. Hang on. Alright, we're gonna sit on this for a little bit. No exclusive games. The game company has to pay for their game to be on a console. Yeah? I don't see how that affects whether or not it can be exclusive or not. Okay. Oh, man. I'm just giving people that are in Suki's Discord a chance to vote real quick. Why would they only do it on one console then if they would make less money? Well, that's... no, it's not. It's not anti-consumer. It's... because if anything, we're actually going to be making more money. It restricts many from playing, but that's the point. The idea is that the game is supposed to convince people to buy the console, but also to convince people to buy the game. It's supposed to be a win-win situation. That's the whole idea of it. Because you could say the same for a lot of for Nintendo stuff. They've strictly any Nintendo-owned IP has strictly been on a Nintendo console, and of the few games that haven't been on a Nintendo console was because they didn't originally release on a Nintendo console. So it's like you'd think that they'd be losing out on money, but in actuality, no. If anything, they still make a huge profit. And the other thing too is that, like, if you cover a huge section of the player base, it's not going to matter about the others because you're still going to make a profit regardless. Like, that's just it. They want people to buy their consoles. So, of course, exclusivity matters. It matters a lot. Just think of the, I guess my best example I could give is the Epic Game Store scandal with Borderlands 3. Originally, the game was only going to, it's like, while the game was on PC, and both provide PC games, Steam was originally had Borderlands 3 on it, and then it got taken off of Steam, and got put as a timed exclusive on the Epic Game Store, and the only reason why sales probably aren't going to be doing too well through the Epic Games Store is because nobody likes the platform. It's the same thing with a console. It's the type of thing where it's like you have to have enough on that console and enough exclusivity to convince people to buy your system. Because if they didn't do exclusivity, then people could buy any console and not have to care. And then nobody's making a true profit. They're all going to be making the same money. Actually, if anything, I'd say Nintendo would be the only one dominating because they just refuse. It's just exclusivity, man. That's just how it is. If there's a game you want and you want it that badly that you're willing to buy a game console, then by all means, go right ahead. But if it's a franchise where honestly you're not that psyched for it, and there's really nothing for the console that you're interested in, don't waste your money. Honestly, whether or not they lose sales is based solely on the community that plays their stuff. If nobody bought one game, if nobody bought a game that came out, that would be a massive loss for the company. The consumer is the one who loses, win-win-lose. That's not true. It's a win-win, lose-win, I guess, technically. It's a win-win for both sides in terms of the video game. It is a loss that the consumer has to now buy the console in order to get that game. However, it is a win for them because they are able to now enjoy their game. The other thing, too, is that you need to realize that you don't have to worry about that so much anymore because Microsoft has almost no exclusives lined up for their console anymore. Like, I think literally the only exclusives I saw at their 2019 E3 conference was Halo and Gears of War. I'm pretty sure everything else was world release. So, I don't think we really need to worry about that. I'm pretty sure almost every game they announced was a worldwide release and not just exclusive. And, you know? And we have Square Enix, who's also been allowing a lot of their, for years, have been PlayStation only games, and are allowing Nintendo to port them. Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, 10-2, like all of those games, those were all PlayStation and PlayStation 2 exclusive. And they just got ported to Switch. So, you know, a game that comes out exclusive can one day become a worldwide game. It's just how long it takes and whether or not the company decides it's worth the money. It's just how it is. Okay, I think that's enough time I gave for the straw poll results to change. Any new votes? Nope, looks like everybody who wanted to have their say got to have their say. Guess we're going to Wheel Decide. Because I gotta figure out whether it's going to be Mystery Dungeon or Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger it is. Alrighty. Well then. Ladies and gentlemen, the next game lined up for my live stream sessions will be a blind playthrough of Chrono Trigger. So, let me move my table here. Up we go. So with that said, that's going to be it for this live stream session. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. I might go live again in just about an hour or two. But if I don't, you will see me tomorrow. So with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys for Blind Chrono Trigger. Until then, take care, everybody.